very good lesson. As I have said before, again and again, welcome kayong magnegosyo sa Manila. We welcome development in Manila, immaterial of political color, as long as you follow simple procedure. Ang masakit yung pagka-ordinaryong tao, hirap na hirap kumuha ng permit sa Maynila o sa local government. Pero pagka malalaking kumpanya,
Grabe.
parang
Exempted.
nabaliwala nila ang pamamatapos. So, we are investigating. Yes.
Last question lang from my end. So, rektang tanong po, Yorme, sino ang tingin niyong dapat sisihin sa pagbaha sa Maynila?
Well, as far as ayokong pangunahan ng Pangulo sa investigasyon na ginagawa. I think they have more resources to tell the people who is liable or not, who've done projects properly, o baka meron ding guni-guni. If I may borrow the words of the President. But first things first, yung para muna sa aming mga taga-Maynila. Mauna muna ang taong bayan. Nagagamit ang building na iyon sa pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay ng komunidad sa Santa Cruz. Biglang nawala. Napagkaitan ang mga taga-Maynila. That is my obligation. Hopefully, someday, somehow, magkaalaman din kung sino ang mga taong may kapabayaan. For now, it's very clear from your city government of Manila that there is liability on the part of the contractor. There are hundreds more, or a little over another 100 contractors doing infrastructure projects from the national government. Of course, we'll go after them. The same banana. Unless they follow the local government code, provision of it, and other existing laws, like the National Building Code, and other ordinances, local laws of the City of Manila. Now, gusto ba namin silang sampahan ng kaso? Hindi po. Kaya lang, parang gusto nilang, parang siguro nasanay silang walang umahabol sa kanila. Ngayon, I think they should learn their lesson very well. Welcome silang kumuha ng permiso sa Maynila at pagbayad ng obligasyon sa syudad ng Maynila. We will welcome them, each and every one of them, if they follow procedure.
Sir, good morning po. Camille Samonte po from TV5. Just going back doon sa Chelsea Construction, ano po ba supposedly yung itatayo nila doon sa Rasang?
Sentro Comunidad.
Ano pong kind of business po yun?
Multi-purpose.
Multi-purpose hall? But sir, sino po yung nag-approve initially? DPWH.
Without budget.
Sir, ito...
Why? Because this type of projects is one of those under FLR or later release. Para sa mabilis na pangunawa ng ating mga manunod, this project is subject to approval of the Office of the President. In the absence of such, it should not be done.
Sir, itong Chelsea, meron din silang flood control project po dito sa
Meron din.
Maynila. Ano po?
Marami rin.
Ano pong mga district po itong ginawa?
Ano,
At
ano?
nakompleto na po.
Bibigay ko sa iyo mamaya yung kopya.
Pero sir, sino po yung nakikita ninyong
Nag-propose.
local official po na most likely involved or may awareness about these flood control projects, and then ito rin po yung sa pagde-demolish na wala namang kaukulang permit?
Yes, we are now investigating also other local government official of the past. Because it was started May 2022, immediately after the election. I assume July 1.
Sir, dun sa Chelsea, sorry. Dun sa Chelsea, yung kanilang flood control po dito so far in your observation, are they working or hindi sila usable at all?
Well, I don't have to be an engineer or kahit sino man taga Maynila, hindi kailangan maging inyero or mathematician. 14 billion worth of flood control project, o baha pa rin naman. So, isa lang ibig sabihin, hindi effective. Now, again, if I may borrow the words of the President,
Guni-guni.
palpak. Eh, baha pa rin.
Safe to say that Chelsea is one of the top contractors po na gumawa ng flood control here in City of Manila.
As per records.
Ed Reyes po sa People's Tonight. Doon sa civil case na isasampan nyo doon sa contractor, mag-claim kayo ng damage.
Of course,
Magkano po?
eh, so far 10 billion. Pero mas gusto kong gawin nila ulit yun kung sakaling sila ay mapatunayang may sala. I don't want to be ahead of myself. They are now accused. If they are guilty, then I will let the court decide on the matter. But we have a solid case. We have solid evidences. And it's available, and it will be furnished. We will furnish the respective the office of the city prosecutor's office today.
Kung sakali po sir na makakuha sila ng permit o pag-proceed sila kumuha ng permit, maitutuloy ba yung proyekto?
We'll cross the bridge when we get there.
Any question? Ito akin. Ayun, ganito yung ano eh. Ito lately, ito last week, talagang nag-heighten yung bakbakan na ng Joel. Meron bang grounds para yumitin na common term na for the sake of Manilans?
Saka na yun. Political lang yun. Today is what we are after is to fulfill our obligation. Tukdin namin ang aming obligasyon sa taong bayan. Pasilidad ng taong bayan, obligasyon po ito, proteksyonan. Kung kinakailangan maibalik o maituloy, then we'll cross the bridge when we get there. But today is about the grave violation of a corporation doing projects from the national government. And today, the start of new beginning that showing to all contractors that we really mean business and we wanted to put a dot on everything today. If they will not comply, all those mentioned in the records, they will suffer the same thing what Chelsea Construction and Supply Company will suffer. And walang holy cow. Tuloy-tuloy na to, Pat. Now, I hope they are watching. There is time for redemption. Do we need projects in Manila? Yes, of course. Ang tanong ba'y makabubuti sa tao? Pag makabubuti sa tao, Pat, will support. The way we did with Congressman Cheng and Congressman Maceda. So, gano'n lang kasimple ito. Protection of public interest. Doon muna kami today. Yung politika lang yan. Yung pag-iintindi.
Ngayon maganda yung sinimulan mo sa mga LGU, ay open na ito sa buong LGU sa buong Pilipinas na any project dapat dumaan sa permit o paalam man lang. Elementary courtesy, hindi nangyayari yun dahil siga yung mga proponent mga congressmen.
Actually, it's not even a courtesy if I may put that in right perspective. It's more on following the rules and regulations as stated by the law. So, alam mo yung pagod na yung tao, ano ba talaga? Sino ba talaga may sana? O, eto ngayon. Yung damdamin ng taong bayan, tinutugunan namin ngayon at tinutulbukan na natin ang mga bagay-bagay. Ito ay umpisa ng mahabang journey of local government unit going after to the contractors without seeking necessary permit and complying with rules and regulations. Because Manila is not a unique city. The law that is existing in Manila is the same law that exists in 1,600 plus local government unit because we only have one law, what you call RA 7160 or the local government code. And I think any lawyer for that matter will agree with me. So, what is happening to X city, to B city, to Y city is also happening, or laws that existing there is the same law that exists here in the city of Manila. It's just that your city government of Manila's action today is to really put an end to these abusive contractors of national government agency not following rules and regulations and existing laws.
Kaya ako lang natanong yan kasi nung si BPM, yung mga LGU,
Sinabi ni
hindi nila alam na may project pala doon sa lugar nila. Ang laki-laki billion.
Pati governor, napanood ko eh.
Hindi rin alam.
Nasabi siya, hindi rin yung isang governor napanood ko. Hindi rin
Ang
niya
kaya
alam.
ginagawa nyo, dahil tumakay dito.
Saka don't get me wrong, Pat. We will approve when it is, wala namang problema eh. Bayad kayo buwis, aprobahan namin kung kapakinabangan ng tao.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Mayor Denise Valdesancho from 1PH, Signal TV. Confirm ka lang, Ma'am Mayor, alam ko this is still under investigation, pero may idea ba tayo bakit ang dami nakakalusot na ganito na walang permit?
Walang sumite. Ang malas ng mga kontraktor na yan, nag-iikot ako.
Tama.
I go around. In fact, last Sunday, I confiscated the illegally parked truck above the bridge. Tapos malaman ko, wait, may flood control project pala kayo dyan.
Nakatamba.
It was posted in our, that is, I think, Monday. Monday yata. Sa Estero, sa United Nations Avenue, before the Robinson Mall. Imagine mo, di ba? I mean, let's be honest to ourselves. Anyway, mapapagod lang ang mga mayor. Kakahanap ng hanap. O ngayon, we'll start charging cases against them. And I hope by this time, yung mga involved ay dapat tingnan ng, let's just say in this case, let's just say DPWH. Dapat tingnan ng DPWH para ma-blacklist naman itong mga ito. How can agencies of government tolerate these contractors to participate in bidding without complying to basic requirements of law? For sure, hindi na tanong ng bayan.
Mayor, related naman sa Sunog Apog, kamusta na po yung ongoing project?
Sira pa rin.
Sunog pa rin. Sunog pa rin.
Nakakaawa yung mga taga-sunog ako. And it costs the city, not only the city, the people of this country cost the taxpayers money. It's about mga 700 billion na. On a less than 500 square meter facility. Shangri-La yata tinayo dun.
Sir, sorry, just going back, follow up from TV5. Sir, you mentioned kanina dun sa mga per district na flood control project. So, District 3, if I got it right, 4.3 billion. So, isa po doon sa pinaka malaking allocation of budget for flood
We'll
control.
furnish you the copy, these documents.
But Mayor, since district po ito ni Congressman Joel, is he gonna be part of the investigation? And meron na rin po ba tayong coordination with him because it's part of his district and pati sir yung mga contractor po na walang permit na nakalusong.
Again, once and for all, this is the right due course as per suggested by our city legal officer, Attorney Lutz. Go after to those directly violated, then later on we'll see if there is somebody else who are involved. Kumbaga sa riding in tandem, nahuli mo yung driver, yung gunman, nakatalon,
Yung angkas.
nahuli mo yung driver, doon matutuntun na natin kung nasaan yung gunman. Sort of saying, metaphorically speaking, this is the right course. We've been discussing all these things so that no politics will be involved kasi ayoko rin i-pollute yung damdamin ng taong bayan o ang taong bayan ay magkaroon ng confusion na politika and so on and so on. Now, who violated? Clear violation, blatant violation and blatant disregard of the law, rules and regulation should be subject to criminal and civil charges. In this case, yung mga kontrakto. Yan, saka na sila. We'll see. Again, I'll cross the bridge when I get there. But I told you, no holy cow.
Sir, last question.
Okay?
Last question. Wala na.
Ana?
Maraming salamat guys.
Okay, mag-ingat kayo. We'll update you on the proper cases filed today. We'll send you copies of it for general consumption and the copies of these documents, as you have been asking also, for purposes of clarity and guidance of everyone. Again, to our friends in the media and the bloggers who are here, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for helping us communicate the course of action of your city government. Though binawa ng Diyos, magtagumpay tayo at papanagutin natin ang mga taong umabuso sa mga pasilidad at pagawaing bayan at pondo ng bayan sa lungsod ng Manila. Magandang araw at pagpalain nawa kayo ng buong may. Maraming salamat.
Thank you. Yan po, no? Tapos na po mga case ko niya. Thank you so much po sa